Hello, everybody, and we're back for game number 3 of this series. Final game between the Braves and the Expos in Montreal. Can the Braves win one and get out of Dodge here with a victory? The Expos have beaten them both games. The Braves have only scored one run in each game. Had some nice pitching, but they can't score against these Expos. Can this lineup do it? We got Jerry Royce leading off, playing second base. Batting second, playing center field, Brian Asselton. Batting third, playing first base, Dale Murphy. Batting fourth, playing left field, Jeff Burris. Batting fifth, playing right field, Cito Gaston. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Biff Pokerova. Batting seventh and playing third base, Ron Gilbreth. Batting eighth, and shortstop, Pat Rocket. And on the mound, batting ninth is Dick RUTHVEN. They saw these Montreal Expos pitching. Leading off for the Expos, playing left field is Warren Carmente. Batting second, playing second, Dave Cash. Batting third, playing center field, Andre Dawson. Batting fourth, doing the catching, Gary Carter. Batting fifth, playing first base is Tony Perez. Batting sixth, playing right field, Ellis Valentin. Batting seventh, playing third base, Larry Parrish. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Chris Fire. And on the mound is Rudy May. Batting ninth. Let's get down here to the field and get this party started. And leading off for the Braves, Jerry Royster batting 246, no homers and 4 RBIs, going up against Rudy May, his 7th start of the year. He's 4-2 with a 4.46 ERA. And here's the pitch to Royster. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Cash. He's up with it, fires over to Perez for out number 1. Brian Asselton's up now. Brian's batting 236, no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be against the 7. That should be a pop up in the infield. Nice play down. That's a swing and a miss. Strikes him out. For out number, what the heck? For out number 2, Brian Asselton goes down swinging, and that brings up Dale Murphy. And the Murph is batting 202, 7 homers and 10 RBI. And that's going to be a 9. And that is going to be a pop up. That's going to be another swing and a miss. He strikes out both Asselton and Murph to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Braves nothing. Expos up with Carmarte, Cash, and Dawson. Warren's batting 240, no homers, 8 RBIs. And this is Dick RUTHVEN's 8th start. He's 2-4 with a 3 ERA. Here's the pitch to Warren. And he drives that ball into right field. Cito Gaston gets over, cuts it off, holds him to a leadoff single. That'll bring up Cash now with a runner down at first and nobody out. And Cash is batting 283. He's got a homer and 8 RBIs. And against a righty, that's going to be a 14. And that's going to be a fly ball into left field for out number 1. And Dawson's up now. And Dawson is batting 230 on the year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Dawson out for out number 2. Let's see here. And it'll be a 424. I'm thinking Warren's going to take off here. 46 or lower, he's going to make it down the second. He's off and stealing. And he's in there with a stolen base. He's in scoring position now with 2 outs for Gary Carter. And Carter is batting .220 on the year with 4 homers and 13 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Cito's got it. That'll end the inning. Expos string 1. We go to the top of the second. It's still nothing. We got Burris, Gaston, and Pocoroba due up here. Jeff is batting .262. No homers. 2 homers and no RBI and 9 RBI. And that's going to be a base on balls. So the Braves get the leadoff batter aboard here. Cito Gaston's up now. And he delivered here with a runner on at first, and he batting a .152 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And that'll be a 40. And let's see here. 2, 5, 9, 17, 18, 19, 26, 28, 32. They'll be fielding column 3. A wild pitch, runner to second. A wild pitch 3 only. He's not, so that'll be a rare play. Runner on first. A 40 and a 24. 40 and a 24. And that'll be down the second. I have to re-roll some dice. And that's going to be a single through second, runner to third. This will stop at second. So he'll stop at second. So that's a base hit by Cito Gaston. We got first and second here and nobody out. The Braves finally, the bat's coming alive here. And they get a run in. Jeff Burris has got good speed down there at second. As Aaron Reed joins us here. And Biff Pocoroba's up now, hitting .304. He's got 4 homers and 12 RBI. And that's going to be a base on balls. That fills the bases. Rudy May now. Walk the bases loaded here. No place to put Gilbreth. Braves everywhere you look. Pocoroba at first and Gilbreth at the plate batting .188. No homers and 8 RBIs. Can he come through with a big base hit? Still nobody out. And we drop the dice. And that's going to be a 2. And Gilbert's, I think, going to come through here, folks. He is. That's going to be a single in the left field. And that'll score Gaston. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have great speed. Maybe we better check. I thought it was going to score him easily. And 25. 51. He's coming home. A 51 or lower. He's safe at home. Well, let's see here. What would it be to get... And a 50. Pocoroba. 50 for Pocoroba. 24. 46 to get him. So what are they going to do? 46. So they're going to throw home. Try to get Burris. 51 or lower. He's safe. And he's out of there. That's a single, scores 1. Runner. Single in the, where did I say we're left? Wait a second here. That was a 10. That should have been a 54. Redo this. A 54. Sorry about this. 54. 26. Still going to be out, ain't he? Yep, still going to be out. Doesn't matter. So a base hit in the left field. Runner on second is going to get thrown out at home. Runner on first will get the third. So now we got first and third. The Braves up by one. One out. And the Rocket up now. And the Rocket is batting 198. He's got no homers and 7 RBI. And that's going to be a base on balls. And that fills the bases again. Dick RUTHVEN up now. Can Dick blast this game open for himself? We don't need no stinking DH. Dick is batting 200 on the year. Here's his chance to come through. Pitch to RUTHVEN. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 14 and 9. And that is going to be a base hit. Single over first. We don't need no stinking DH. And that'll fill the bases again, and a run comes in. And just like that, the Braves have found some offense. Rudy May can't get out of this second inning. Still one out. Royster at the plate now. Jerry grounded out the second. They go out and talk to Rudy. Here's the pitch to Royster. And that's going to be a single in the center field. And with the Rocket speed, he's going to score easily. And let's see if Dick can make it down the third. Play will be a third. .32. So a 62 or lower. Dick's in at third. And he's in at third. A 2 RBI single by Royster. And now you got first and third. And still only one out. And the Braves are piling it on here. They've scored more runs here in the second inning than they have this whole series, folks. Brian Asselton's up now. He struck out his first time up against May. And that's going to be a base on balls. And that fills the bases up again for the mighty Murph. Already up 4-0. And they got the bullpen up now. And it looks like Atkins is going to come in this game if they don't get Murph out here. Murph struck out his first time up. And that's not what the Braves want to see. That ball is hit down the short. That's a tailor-made double play. Let's see here, a 22 with an 8. Yep, that's going to be a double play ball. Over to second, over to first, but the Braves score 4 and lead this game 4-0, folks. We go to the bottom of the second. As Dave Little joins us here. Check out Dave Little's channel, folks. Awesome channel. And we got Tony Perez, Valentine, and Parrish due up here. Tony Perez is batting .337, 3 homers and 14 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Gilbreth. Fires over to Murph for out number 1. You see the Braves' upcoming schedule. They leave here and they got a couple days off. Then they're going to play a doubleheader against the Mets. Then another game up in New York on the 18th, and then they travel to Houston. And Valentin is batting a .141 homer and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right. Cito's got it. For out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. And now you got Parrish up. Larry's batting .368. He's got 4 homers and 18 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to the Rocket. He fires over to first. The Braves shut him down 1, 2, 3. To the top of the third we go. We got Burris, Gaston, and Tokoroba due up here. And Jeff, he walked and came around the score in the second inning. And that's going to be a comebacker to Rudy May. May fires over to first to Perez for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down. See if the Braves can get some insurance runs. They're already up 4-0. See if they can bust this game open here. Cito Gaston, he singled his first time up. And he squares this one up, drives that ball into right field. That's back-to-back hits for Cito. He's on with 1 out. Biff Pokeroba up now. Can Biff deliver here? Biff walked and came around to score his first time up. And that's going to be against the lefty at 12. And that is going to drop right in front of Carmente. And he'll take it on the bounce. And there the Braves got first and second again with 1 out. Making some noise. Got a runner in scoring position. Ron Gilbreth. He got an RBI single his first time up. Can he deliver again? Cito doesn't have great speed out there. Here's the pitch to Gilbreth. And that's going to be against a 2-10. And that's going to be an infield hit, a Baltimore chopper. Down the third. No play for Parrish. He holds on to it. And that'll load the bases for the Rocket. And that's going to be it, I think, for Rudy May. As Atkins is going to come in this game. Rudy May can't make it through the 3rd inning. May's due up second. Bill Atkins is going to come in. May, bases loaded, 1 out. They can't wait around here. So that'll be it for Rudy May. The Braves finally do some damage here in Montreal. Took them 3 games to do it. Bill Atkins comes out of the pen. He'll try to eat up some innings here. And the Rocket, he walked and came around to score his first time. Base is full of Braves. Cito Gaston down at third. Biff Pokeroba at second. Ryan Gilbreth first. And Pat Rocket at the plate. And that's going to be hit in front of the plate. No, that's not going to be hit anywhere. It's going to be a hit by pitch. Unless he's an HBO. And he's not. He just hit with a Rocket who's batting a $198. And just like that, it is now 5. The Braves ain't very happy about that. Thinks that was a message, but why would you hit a guy only batting a buck something? That brings up Dick Ruthen. We don't need no stinking DH. Dick singled and drove in a run his first time. Can he do it again? 1 out here. Base is still due. And that's going to be against the lefty. 13 and 9. And that's another hit in the right field. And everybody will go 1 base on that hit. So Dick Ruthen with another base hit with the bases loaded, drives in a run, and it is now 6-0. Braves can't do nothing wrong here except for running the bases. Jerry Royster's 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI single his last time up, grounded out his first time. And that's going to be a base on balls. He's hit a batter, he's walked a batter, and given up a hit. So Bill Atkins isn't the answer here either. Brian Asselton's up, and it's quickly 7-0. Brian is 0 for 1. He's walked and struck out. So you have to put the ball in play. And he's still yet to put the ball in play because Bill just walked him in. And Expos go out and tell Atkins, what's your effing problem, buddy? Throw the ball over. You're pitching for a while. We're not taking you out. Burning our bullpen up with an 8-0 lead. The Murph's up. He's struck out and hit into a double play. And that's what he's going to do again, folks. Right back down the spires. Well, maybe not. That's a 66. He might not have done that. So let's look. Nope, that's going to be a bad play down there at short. And the only runner they can get is second. As Spires fumbles that ball a little bit, takes his time getting it over to second. So that's just going to be a 6-4 put out. The Mer's going to get an RBI. And it's 9-0, and we got first and third. Jeff Burris is up now. Burris, he is walked and grounded out to the pitcher. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Dawson. That'll end the inning, but the Braves score another 5 runs, lead this game 9-0. So we go to the bottom of the third. You got the bottom part of the order due up. Chris Spire, Bill Atkins, and then back to the top of the order and Warren Carmarte. Let's see if Spire can get something going. He's batting .265 on the year, no homers and 11 RBIs. And against the righty, 14 and a 9, and that's going to be an infield hit. And that'll get the leadoff batter aboard here. Second hit of the ball game for the Expos. And Atkins is going to try to bunt him down there to second. Say they're not going to go to the pen in a 9-0 game. He's going to give them some innings here. And Bill is 0 for 1 in the season. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Nice bunt. Gilbreth up with it. His only play is going to be over to first with Murphy covering. And that'll be 1 out. Now the runner's in scoring position here. And back to the top of the order and Warren Carmente. Carmente is singled, stole a base. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. And he'll hold down there at second for out number 2. The runner's still down at second for Cash. And Dave is 0 for 1. He has flown out to left as Doug Hunt joins us here. And Dave Lando. Cash flew out to left his first time up. And that's going to be a comebacker. Sorry, that's going to be a ground ball down to first. Murph's up with it. He tosses it over to Dick covering. That'll end the inning. And the Expos strand 1. We go to the top of the fourth. It's 9-0 at Atlanta. Cito Gaston's up. He's a perfect 2 for 2 today, followed by Biff Pocoroba and Gilbreth. See if Cito can go 3 for 3. 2 singles already. And that's going to be a rare play, a 40 and a 13. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be hit down to Chris Spires. They finally get Cito out for out number 1. Biff Pocoroba comes up to the plate now. He's 1 for 1. He's singled and walked. And that's another ground ball down the short. And another out. You see the Expos upcoming schedule here. They play Cincinnati on the 16th and 17th. And it's up to Gilbreth here to get on base. He's a perfect 2 for 2 with an RBI and came around to score twice. Can Gilbreth get on base? And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The first time the Braves went down in order since the first inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. We got Dawson, Carter, and Perez due up here against Ruben. And Dawson is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Rocket fires over to Murphy for out number 1. And Mr. Gary Carter, the kid, is 0 for 1. Flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Royster at second. 2 ground balls, 2 quick outs. And it's up to Tony Perez to get on base here in the fourth. Perez grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That'll be Dick's second strikeout of the game. To the top of the fifth we go. Bottom part of the order due up here. Rocket, Reuven, and back to Royster at the top of the order. And that's going to be a ground ball down to his counterpart at short. Spire up with it, fires over to Perez for out number 1. And now we got Mr. Dick RUTHVEN up. He's a perfect 2 for 2 with 2 RBI singles, folks. Who needs that stinking DH? Not here. That's going to be a fly ball out the left. Carmenti makes the catch for out number 2. And we're back to the top of the order, and Jerry Royster here. Royster is 1 for 2. He has singled, walked, and came around the score and has 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball to his counterpart, Cash. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. As Atkins finally settles down, we get to the bottom of the 5th. Valentin, Parrish, and Spire due up here. And Ellis is 0 for 1. He flew out the Cito Gaston his first time out in right field. And this one's going to be out to center field. Brian Asselton makes the catch. And that's 1 down. And up to the plate now is Larry Parrish. He grounded out the short his first time up. And that's going to be another fly ball out to center field. And the same result for out number 2. It's up to Chris Spire to get on base. He is. Got one of the 2 hits. He singled his first time up. That's going to be a base on balls. So Spire's down at first. And they will pitch hit here for Bill Atkins. See who's going to come out of the dugout here. And Wayne Garrett's going to come out of the dugout. He's going to pitch hit. And Garrett's batting .250 on the year, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strikes on him. Here's the 2-0 count. Can he take advantage of it? And no, that's going to be a lazy fly ball out to Burris in left field. That'll end the inning. See who's going to come out here and pitch for the Expos in the top of the 6th. We got a lefty, a righty, and a righty. Might be Bob James coming out of the bullpen. And that's who it's going to be. Bob James is coming out of the bullpen. In this 9-0 ball game. He'll be facing Asselton, Murphy, and Burris. Brian is 0 for 1. He's walked twice, driven in 1. And he has struck out his other time up. Set to put the ball in play. But he does this time. Maybe not. That's going to be a rare play. A 21 on a 40. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. 0-1 pitch to Brian. And that's a ground ball down to Dave Cash. And that'll be out number 1. And Dale Murphy's up now. Murphy's 0 for 3. He struck out, grounded out, and reached on a fielder's choice and got an RBI. And that's going to be against the lefty, against the righty now. That's going to be a base hit in the left field. Murph finally gets a hit. It's been a while as that batting average has dipped below the 200 mark. So Murph's on at first. Jeff Burris is up now. And Burris is 0 for 2. He's walked, came around the score, grounded out, and flew out in the 3rd. Burris now with Murph down at first. And that's going to be a base on balls. So just like that, the Braves are making some noise here in the sixth. Already up 9-0. Could have used some of these runs in the first two games. And Cito's 2 for 3. He has singled twice, grounded out to short. 1 out here in this sixth inning. That's going to be a fly ball out the center field. Dawson makes the catch for out number 2. And Biff Pokeroba comes up to the plate now. Biff 1 for 2. He has walked, singled, and grounded out to short. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Cash will go to short way over to second. That ends the inning. The Braves strand 2. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Top of the order due up here. Carmente, Cash, and Dawson. Expos at least get on the board here. Clemente is 1 for 2. He's singled, stolen the base, and flew out the left. And that's going to be a base on balls. Not what you want. You want to make them earn it here. Up by 9. Cash is up now. And Cash is 0 for 2. He has flown out the left, grounded out the first. And Taylor made double play down to Jerry Royster. 4-6-3 double play erases that walk. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Andre Dawson. Dawson has struck out and grounded out to short. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Dick. He fires over to Murph. And that's a 3rd out. We go to the 7th inning. The Braves still got the 9-0 lead. Gilbreth, Rocket, and RUTHVEN due up here. And Gilbreth is 2 for 3. He has singled twice and struck out. And that's going to be against the righty. 5. That's going to be a single. Infield hit. Slow roller down the second. No play for Cash. Gilbert's aboard here now for the Rocket. And the Rocket is 0 for 1. He has walked. Been hit by a pitch and grounded out. And that's going to be popped up down the third, out in shallow left field. He makes the catch. Paris does for out number 1. Dick RUTHVEN, who's been hot today, both on the mound and at the bat. He's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty. That's going to be an infield hit. Dick RUTHVEN's showing off the Jets here. He's got some decent speed. And it's 1st and 2nd. And what a day for Dick RUTHVEN. 1st and 2nd. Only 1 out. Back to the top of the order in Jerry Royster. Royster is 1 for 3. He has walked, has a 2 RBI single and a bases on balls, RBI, and grounded out to second. And that's going to be hit back to the mound. And on a 50, he's going to get the runner out at second. And Gilbert will get down the third. So we got 1st and 3rd now. 2 outs. And up to the plate steps Brian Asselton. Brian is 0 for 2, but he's walked twice and has an RBI. Here's the pitch to Brian. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. And that'll end the inning. The Braves strand 2. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 9-0 Atlanta. And we'll have Carter, Perez, and Valentin due up here for the Expos. And Carter is 0 for 2. He has flown out and grounded out to second. And that's going to be a swing and a nope. That's going to be a fly ball in the left for out number 1. Up to the plate now is Tony Perez. Perez is 0 for 2 today. Grounded out and struck out. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Murphy. He calls off Dick and makes the play himself for out number 2. And Ellis up now is 0 for 2. He's flown out the left, flown out the center, and flown out the right. And here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. 2-out base hit. Keeps the inning alive for the Expos. Larry Parrish up now. And Parrish is 0 for 2. He is grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Brian in center field. And the Expos lead 1. We go to the top of the 8th. We got Murphy, Burris, and Pokeroba due up here. And Murph is 1 for 4. He has struck out, grounded out, had an RBI ground out, and singled. And that's going to be a base on balls. The Murph starts this inning off with a walk. And up to the plate now is Burris. He is 0 for 2, but he has 2 walks in the game. And that's going to be a tailor-made double play down the short. Chris fires up with it, fires over to Cash to Perez. 6-4-3 double play erases the leadoff walk. Now there's 2 down, nobody on for Cito. He's 2 for 4 today, having a good game. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Parrish. Now to end the inning, we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 9-0 Atlanta. We got Spire, a pitch hitter for James, and back to the top of the order. And this might be the last inning for Dick. He's due up 4th. We'll see here. Pitching a hell of a game, a 3-hit shutout. Chris Spire is 1 for 1 now. And a walk. One of the few Expos having a good game, and we just put the jinx on him. So that's a lazy fly ball out to Burris and left for out number 1. And we'll have a pitch hitter here for James. And Jerry White will come out of the dugout and grab a bat. He'll bat from the left-hand side. And White is batting .500 on the year. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to White. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Dick strikes him out. We're out number 2. Now there's 2 outs. We're back to the top of the order. Warren is 1 for 2 with a single and a stolen base and walk. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Gilbreth. Over to Murphy, and that'll end the inning. Now let's see who's going to come out here and pitch for the Expos in the top of the 9th. We've got switch hitting Pokeroba, a righty and a righty. And it looks like it's going to be Doss coming out of the bullpen. And this is Hal's 11th appearance on the year. He's 1-1. That's 3 saves with a 3.63 ERA. He'll be facing Pokeroba. Gilbreth in the Rocket. Biff is 1 for 3. He has walked. Came around to score twice. And he gets a hold of this one. Welcome to the ball game, Hal. And that ball is hit into the gap in right field. Pokeroba standing down at second with a leadoff double. And Gilbreth's up to the plate now with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. And he's having a good game. He's 3 for 4 with an RBI, and he scored twice. Struck out his other time up. And against the righty, 19 and a 8. That is going to be a ground ball down the short. And Gilbert hits that ball down the short. Chris Fire looks to runner back to second, fires over to first. And that'll be a big out, number one there. Runner still at second. And now the Rocket up. And the Rocket's 0 for 2. He's walked, has an RBI, and scored twice. And that's not what they want to see. Another ground ball. This one down the short. Actually, it's a pop-up down the short. And he'll make the catch out in shallow left field. And again, the runner stays put. Leadoff double hasn't moved yet. It's up to the man of the hour, Dick Ruthen. 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, pitching a shutout here. And that's not going to get her done. That's hit down to Cash at second. He'll fire over to first. And that'll end the inning. The Braves strand 1, but go to the bottom of the ninth. Leading 9-0. Dick Ruthen trying to get the complete game shutout here, folks. And Cash is up, followed by Dawson and Carter. Got the heart of the lineup. Dave is 0 for 3. He has flown out, grounded out twice. And that's going to be against 14 and then 8. Yep. That's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Jeff Burris makes the catch for out number 1. And Dawson's up now. And Dawson is 0 for 3. He has struck out and grounded out twice. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Dawson's aboard here with 1 out. Expos trying to break up this shutout at the least. Braves pitching has been awesome in this series. It took until this game for the bats to come alive. Carter is 0 for 3. They only scored 2 runs in the first 2 games, a run apiece. Carter has flown out the right, flown out the left, and grounded out the second. And that's going to be 12. And that ball is going to drop in there for a base hit in the left field. Dawson's going to stop at second. And Dick Ruthen starting to struggle a little. And let's see who's going to get up. Going to have Rick get up. Camp and Mickey is going to get up the lefty. Just in case. Perez is up now. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and struck out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. As soon as Dick seen the bullpen stirring, he fires one over the plate and strikes Perez out. So the Expos down to the last out. Ellis Valentin 1 for 3. Flown out the right center and singled his last time up. And that's going to end this ball game on back-to-back strikeouts. Braves win big 9-0. Montreal with 1 win. Take a look at this lopsided box score. And Dick throws his first shutout of the year. The Braves 9 runs on 12 hits and no errors. The Expos no runs, 4 hits and no errors. Bottom part of the order did the damage. Look at that. Cito 2 for 5. Pocoroba 2 for 4. Gilbert 3 for 5. And don't forget Dick himself 3 for 5. Braves were 5 for 14 with runners in scoring position. They left 9 men on base. The Expos only 3 hits. 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position, left 6 men on base. Dick Ruthen goes to 3 and 4, a complete 4-hit shutout. Walked 3, struck out 5. Rudy May just didn't have it today. He goes to 4 and 3, goes 2 1/3 inning, gives up 7 hits, 7 runs, walked 4, struck out 2. Bill Atkins comes in and throws gas on the fire, goes 2 2/3, 1 hit, 2 runs, walked 2, struck out 1. Rest of the bullpen did a good job. James comes in, pitches 3 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, and Doss comes in. Hal pitches 1 inning, 1 hit, and that was your ball game, folks. Let's do some fast play here. First game will be the Cubbies and the Dodgers. See what happens out here in LA. And the Dodgers beat up on the Cubs 9-3 on 15 hits and an error. Cubbies 3 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. And the Reds going into Philadelphia. See if Phillies can keep pace or take over the lead here. They're a half a game behind Pittsburgh. And the Phillies win 5-3. 5 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error for the Phillies. The Reds 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Robinson pitching for the Pirates. He's leading the league with that 1.09 ERA. Let's see if he can keep the Pirates ahead of these Phillies by a half a game. And he does. The Pirates win 6-3 on 10 hits and 1 error. The Padres 3 hits, 3 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors. And we got the Cardinals and the Giants playing a doubleheader out in San Francisco. Can the Cardinals stop sliding away? John Denny's on the mound for him. Can he stop this losing streak? No, the Giants shut him out. And that was Barr's first shutout of the season. Giants 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. Cardinals no runs, 6 hits, and an error. Old Bill Mad Dog Madlock goes 1 for 3 with a homer. Let's see if they can bounce back here in game number 2, the Cardinals. They got Pete Falcone on the mound, former Brave or soon to be a Brave in the 80s. And the Giants sweep the doubleheader 6-3 on 7 hits and 2 errors. Cardinals 3 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. Take a look here at the standings. And the Phillies and Pirates are now knotted up. And the Expos are a game and a half back now. Cubs are 4 games back. Mets and are 10 games, and the Cardinals are on a 6-game losing streak. Are 13 games back, 8-25. And the Dodgers are 3 games up on the Giants. Padres are 7.5 games up. Houston 8 games, and the Braves have gotten out of last place. Are now 9.5 games back, and the Aaron Reed's Reds are now in last place, 10 games back on a 4-game losing streak. Yeah, I would think so, Aaron, that they should be playing each other soon. Yep. Willie Montez is leading the National League with a 386 batting average. You got George Foster leading with 9 homers and 31 RBIs in the National League. And Robinson, CRA went up just a tick to 1.1. Steve Rogers leading with 6 wins rather. Fingers and Keeson with 6 saves. Reggie Smith still leading in MVP voting, and Rogers still leading in the Cy Young. I want to thank Aaron Reed. Check out his channel. Dave Lando, Doug Hunt. And I believe that was everybody that stopped in. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for reminders. And on your way across the border back into the U.S., hit that like button and leave a comment. We'll probably be on later on this evening with some bats. Let's check out what I think it's going to be the Yankees and Cleveland in the bats. Save this first. Always like to back it up. I believe that's the next series in the bats. Yep, Cleveland at New York for how many games? 1, 2, 3. 3-game series against the Tribe. Until then, you all have a great day and take care.